And welcome on the way into military base, and just see it over there in the distance. And our first drop is right back there in the tunnel. I've been having a look on the way in, and you've got to watch your speed down this hill. This is, although it says 70, you do not want to be entering the military base at 70. Probably going a little bit slow actually, so we'll knock some brake off, keep her under control. So yeah, we're actually going to enter the tunnel right at the back of military base for our first drop, which is just these empty cars at the back, and pull forward with the remainder. We're already preset for what line we should be on. A fair old bit of weight here. As you saw, route was good. Line was good. We only had one little speed scare. Let me just... There we go. Right, back to the speeds. A few boxes here, and I reckon the majority of that is going back down to the harbour again. Probably be some big money again. But we're not looking to go to the harbour. So here we go, heading for the tunnel. I made sure this was set as went down. Those eagle-eye dimensions, you'll notice I was mass figuring out the length of this train on the move. Never an easy thing, and not the best thing to do. I should have done that prior to setting off, really. Yep, that should cover it. If we come to a nice stop. Make sure that is actually fully on. Don't want to go sprinting all the way back down here if we don't have to. Up to the front of our loco. I'll actually knock these lights down now. This should be one heck of a payday for us. Get out. All the way up here. Just throw the power on. Not going to need to go too fast because the track is not that big. We have used a fair old amount of diesel. We've used about half a tank of the DE6. Could have possibly used the DE4 at some points, but you know, we made it work. The less diesel we expend, the more our profit is. That should do. So off to the office, hand this lot in. I should get quite a handsome little payout. $345,000 for that one. How can you say no to that? $179,000 for that one. Oh, another cheap little one. Yep, 15,000. So that brings our running total to 1.436 million. Right, as expected, Yeah. All going to the harbour. Which is not where we're wanting to go. Look at that one. 107,000 to drop that off. The only problem is we've got things in the way of it. Now, if we were just after money, that would be a good job. No fees, so we've not damaged anything. So I think our best bet from here is going to be head over to Coal Mine East. Just pop in there. It's a nice round loop circuit. You can get all the way round, so turning's not going to be an issue. We'll see about a job down to coal power plant. Now I appreciate this video might be dragging on a little bit, so that'll either be in the next episode or it'll be a continuation of this one. I'm not sure at this point. I will be doing that post edit. So in fact, we can turn off the lights of the DH4. It's daylight now, we don't need it. So what I'll do, I shall jump cut us across over to the entrance towards Coal Mine. See you over there. Okay, we're on approach into the coal mine now. You can just about see it ahead of us. The one thing I've noticed on the way down here, it is a heck of a climb. It's a heck of a downhill run into it. So we're going to require some big old power to get out of here. Now we are going straight for the service yard. Goes fuel level. Yipes. Off the dynamic brake there. Normal brake. I think we've overshot that ever so slightly. Yep. Still see some of the condensation on the windows. There we go, that should do us. So as you can see, just normal normal service area. Let's see how much this lot is going to set us back. Fuel being the biggest one with the DE6. But we shall top absolutely everything. Oh yeah, absolutely massive repair bill on the remainder. Yeah, so that's cost us 14,000. Not sure we got the money for that, he says sarcastically. Right, okay, so this is coal mine. And station is off over this way, I do believe. In fact, what is that? That's another DE6. Contemplations, contemplations. One thing is, if we can get a heavy enough load, we may employ the other DE6. Depends what's around. So we see station office over there. As I've not really been up here, I'm also going to have a look around, see if I can find our remaining DM3, because it's got to be about somewhere. The question purely is where. Right, so what we got job wise? Got a job down to City South. Imagine that's not going to pay a lot. Nope, it doesn't. We do have a job down to Machine Factory in town. Not paying a lot, but it's a job going that way. There is a job to Coal Power Plant, and that's paying a lot more. So at the moment, I would say that's a good combination. Remainders going... It's the question of which route do we go down. Because we could go via food factory, possibly drop that off, sort of loop into food factory, through oil refinery, coal power plant, and up to machine factory. Maybe. That is heavy, 720 tons. Not the heaviest we've ever seen. Still a fair old weight. Trouble is, I think coming down this way, although it's a lot of downhill, a lot of straight, it's the time. And we've got to make that big climb out of here first. That's going to be a downhill run. Drop down into food factory, climb out of food factory. That'll be a drop down through oil refinery. Because the speeds there are not, they're slow. And the other option is do that loop. Start coming down this way, because this is mainly downhill, and especially this section at high speed. Then shoot through the farm. Still got that 30, so I think through food factory is going to be our best bet. So I think just these two jobs. Keep it simple, keep it straightforward. And that's a drop-off job, so that's no good to us. Yeah, I think we're going to bypass City West. We could drop that off at food factory in town, but I think for the sake of it, we're not going to bother. So I think we're going to pick up that one. Oh no, I've got those the wrong way round. Just want machine factory last, coal power plant first, A2I. Right, so I'm going to have a nosy around off camera, see if I can find our DM3, and I'll also get all this hooked up and ready to go, and I'll see you then. See you shortly. Okay, welcome back. Got everything connected. The train's all ready to go, and what you may notice, I've added an extra D6, the one that was parked up. Reason for this be, you may be questioning, go, why you had an extra 125 tons? While previous pulling capacity was 1,800 tons, up at 2%. With the extra DE6, although that adds another 125 tons, it actually increases our pulling capacity to 3,000 tons. Adds a heck of a lot. Although we are going to incur fees, we have no more licenses to buy. So our total train length for this one, I may as well actually set this whilst I'm talking about it, is going to be 308 meters. So we go 310. And our total weight is going to be 1,219 tons. So just over what a DE6 can do on its own. But with two DE6s, up that 2%, it ain't going to struggle with that. We're going to fly up that thing. Right, so setting our points. So we're coming out of Coal Mine East. Going to keep left there. Going to keep right there. That one's not going to matter. Going to keep right. Into a keep left. Through oil refinery. Going to keep right. Keep right. And into coal power plant. Then up to machine factory. So we need to set food factory, oil refinery, and into coal power plant. So food factory, we want to come straight through, and we're going to come from the north, because we have a look at the map, we are coming in from the north. We're going to want to keep left, to keep right, into C. Ooh, yeah, that might not be the best plan actually, because C's all. So I'm going to keep left actually into B. Into B, we're going to keep right. That side doesn't matter. So, all refinery. We're going to come in from this way. And I think, I'll have a look, I think we're going to shoot through, do we shoot through B or do we, we'll keep left, keep right, and through that way. Right, so that's that one. Then we're into coal power plant, where we're going to make our first drop into A2I. So, we are going to be coming in this way. So we're going to keep left there. Going to keep right, into a keep left, into a keep right, into a keep right. That is 2I there. This is where it's going to get tricky. We're going to come through this way, keep left, flick up this way, reverse back, and fire out that way. Never make anything simple. Then for machine factory, which is going to be our last drop. And I've already forgotten where it's going. B6S. So we're going to keep right into B. Keep right, B6S. Happy days. If that's occupied, we can pull forward and just reverse it in. Joyous. Right. Let's hand these jobs in and we can get the frick out of here. Now that's taken an absolute ice age to sort out. But these are things, the more you plan ahead, the easier it's going to be. Where is the station office again? There it is. Until I don't come here often. So, machine factory in town. Coal power plant. Right, let's get back. We'll fire up the second DE6. They're all hooked up by blue cable, so our remote still works. The reason for keeping the DH4 is so that we can use the remote. The problem with using the DH4 overheats before the DE6 full power gets down. So by using the two DE6s as the main pulling power, it's actually going to help us out a lot. So there we go, that's that fired up. Right, we're set. Forward gear. 1729, but hey, we can do this. Right, I shall see you at coal power plant. approach into Machine Factory. A nice pleasant run for a change. No curse to the Freddy, touch wood. Touch a lot of wood. We've done really, really well. We're getting up here with great ease. So we just this last job to drop off and the parts to pick up. So we're going into P6I. We need to keep our eye out just in case there is anything already on the track. Bring our speed down now. No point coming in. Doesn't look like there is anything on B6S. There isn't, that would be good news for us. I'll switch the second D6 off at coal power plant because there was just no need as we dropped off the majority of the weight. As you see, the two D6 is running. That's some power. It's a lot of power. We like power. Power is good. So as the train is quite a bit of length, I'll bring it nicely forward. And just that will do us nicely. Get this dropped off, handed in. Switch off our D6 for a moment. The station is lovely in here, nice and easy. 13,000. Oh, drop that behind the bin. So we finish on 1.5 million. Nice. Did we pick up any fees? Yeah, we did do a little bit of damage. I bumped into the train a little bit hard at coal power plant, so that's nothing. 11,000 in fees, but we can cut that in half by doing a manual service. So what's currently here? We've got Forest South, steel mill, sawmill. Options. Not many. We'll also have to have a look what's over in the military. It could be a tasty job back down to the harbour because that's the sort of direction we need to go. Oh, look at that. Harbour military base, 27,000. Nice. Deliver the military cars. Better than nothing. Better than driving down there empty. So we're going to need to pull forward, reverse down into the loading, load up the parts for our two locomotives, and then we can look at what we're doing. But what I'll do for now is we'll call it here, and we shall see you in the next episode. Till then, take it easy.